Hi, this is Michelle B. Williams of ButterflyWebDesignSecrets.net. Now it's your turn to get more website sales right now. Just how are you going to do that? By improving your website copy and your website design. But who can you turn to when you want to convert more clicks into cash, more visitors into buyers? In the online marketing world, two names stand head and shoulders above everybody else, simply based on their past proven record of getting awesome results. I'm speaking about two very special gentlemen, Michel Fortin and Dave Mizrachi. Michel Fortin wrote the sales copy for John Reese's website, TrafficSecrets.com, which grossed over $1 million in one day. Dave Mizrachi designed the structure and layout for Mike Filzim's butterfly marketing site that also made over $1 million in sales. These are the go-to guys of the internet marketing millionaires. So, now it's your opportunity to get a sneak peek into the minds of Michelle and Dave as they reveal to you some of their website conversion and copy tactics. Enjoy and prepare to get more website sales right now.
Okay, I'm just going to start the call here, give you a bit of background on how this teleconference took place, and I'll let you know how I actually met Dave and why he is called one of the best, not even web designers, but sales designers. I met Dave about 4 years ago from a friend, Lee Benson, and he was like this super amazing web designer, but he understood how to create direct response marketing websites. In other words, he was a web designer that understood marketing. And I'm sure many of you have had that problem where you have a web designer and they're nice guys. They can make you a website that looks good, but you're not making any sales. So when I met Dave Mizrachi, I was, amazed by him. And Dave had been designing me websites from 3 or 4 years ago. And I actually didn't tell too many people about him because he was like my secret weapon. People were asking me, how do you get these sites done? And I wasn't even telling people where to go. Dave worked for like an underground sort of elite set of clients. Some of his more recent clients included Armand Morin. And Armand got up on stage. I'm not even sure if Dave wanted him to do this, and just said, there's only one person I trust for designing incredible websites that sell, and that's Dave Mizrachi. And the room just flocked to Dave after this, and rather than me tell you the story, I'll introduce you to Dave now.
Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, that was that big seminar was probably the biggest in my career. The next thing I knew, after Armin got up on stage, I had about 400 people swarming me, asking all kinds of questions and whatnot, which was really cool, because I got a chance to help a lot of people. I have to admit, we have a very special guest speaker on the line right now. This guy's one of my biggest mentors, inspirations, you name it. Everybody knows him, copywriter, Michael Fortin.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks for being on the call. I really appreciate it. When I started, you were one of my biggest influences. I used to read everything that you wrote and check out all your websites and everything like that. So I just wanted to say thanks for doing some kick-ass work.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Now I'm blushing. How much do I owe you now?
I'll get you beers at Yonex.
All right.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about on this call. Hopefully we'll get a chance to cover everything. But I basically broke down this call into 6 sections. The first thing is direct response design mistakes, the 6 biggest reasons why websites fail, the psychology of a website visitor, understanding how a web visitor thinks, opt-in page tactics, dramatically boost your opt-in rate, sales response boosting design tricks, order page sales tactics, and upsells. So there's a lot of stuff on the call. So rather than just, BS for a while, let's just, dig into it. The first thing is the 6 biggest reasons why websites fail. And this is something that I've noticed universal through all the websites that I look at. I surf for years. I've been surfing day in and day out, looking for every single marketing website I can find, because it's been an obsession of mine since I got started back in probably about 1999. So the first reason is, and if you have the worksheet, you'll notice that there's a lot of blanks.
A lot better. And just before we continue, I want to stress that with a lot of teleconferences, people just talk and they don't have any ideas, and you come off the call without having, any crystal clear concrete steps to improve your website. And after this call, I can guarantee you're going to have at least 50 to 60 things that you can do on your website that are not going to cost you anything, that are going to increase your sales. Dave is the real deal. It's not hype, it's not BS. And he actually forgot to mention the last website that he created was Mike Filsame's ButterflyMarketing.com, which sold $1.2 million in 7 days, and I think $1.5 million in the following 25 days. So make no mistake, what you're going to learn here, make sure you implement it, because it's all good stuff. So with that, I'm going to pass you on to the expert, Mr. Dave, and he can tell you exactly what you're doing wrong.
Well, before I get to that, you brought up something, and I want to dispel a very common myth that I think most people have. And I spend hours and hours, Andrew, you've seen it on these marketing message boards, just looking at what people are saying and spending time and helping out people. People think that direct response design or web design for direct response is about putting a color here or making a background graphic or a header graphic or making it look like that. And from my perspective, I see it as so much farther, so much more than that, because I guess I kind of see it as like an indie race car, and every little fine tune that I can make to it is going to increase things little by little. And eventually what's going to happen is you have a website that's converting at a very, very high rate, and you can go on and then start another internet business and another one because you've got the system down. So the thing that I always look at when I do redesigns of websites is how can I improve the customer's website? How can I simplify the whole experience for the website visitor? And I think you need to have that in mind with everything that you're doing. Is you want to simplify the decision for the website visitor, make it easy for them to do the thing that you want them to do. And I think most people, Andrew, they just don't do that. So let's get back to these mistakes. The first thing is that they don't capture names and email addresses. A lot of people on the call, this is fundamental, but you'd be surprised. Most people don't understand this. If you've got a great copywriter writing your sales letter, even if you get, Mike, what's a really high conversion rate that you've seen on a first-time?
A really high first-time conversion rate on the sales letter I've just written. Is that what you're saying, or
anything that you see?
47%.
47%, but even at that rate, you're looking at about 50% of
Well, I sure hope that you enjoyed that sneak peek. You can get the complete audio at butterflywebdesignsecrets.net. It's a complete audio brained up of proven, tested website conversion and website copy tactics from the millionaire makers, Dave Mizrachi and Michelle Fortin. Bye now.